Hi everyone. Happy Sunday to you all. Welcome to my channel. I am Gracious Ebube. My dear lovely friends, if you have not yet subscribed, please do us a great favor by subscribing and click also on the bell notification. Share our video. God bless you awesomely as you do so. Today I'm going to be discussing about the topic that says train up a child in the ways of the Lord so that when that child grow up, he will never depart from it. Training up a child doesn't mean that the training up a child doesn't mean that it's for only girls. When you have children, you have to train them in the ways of the Lord, whether male or female. Advice is not for only female child. It is very dangerous for you to allow the boys to do whatever pleases them and advise the girl child to keep her virginity, to live a responsible life, to be a good girl. No, you are not helping yourself. Neither are you helping the society. The male child are the ones that truly need advice. Do you know why they need that advice? Because tomorrow they are going to become the head of the home. If the foundation is destroyed, what will the righteous do? Proverbs 22 verse 6, it says, train up a child or train your children in the ways they should go, so that when they grow old, they will never depart from it. It never says train up the female child. It says train up children. Our society always sit down the girl child to advise her on how to be responsible, how not to allow anybody to touch her, how to keep her body, how to use her virginity as a gift to her husband. I am not against that. I never said it was wrong. But where I have a problem is that those parents never sit down their male child to tell that boy to keep his own virginity. You never tell your child to keep himself and give his virginity to his wife as a gift. That is where it is wrong. That is where you are planting the wrong seed. That is why you are leading your male child astray. Because when that female child of yours keep her body, live a responsible life, those male child that are not being advised will go out there and defy those responsible girls. They will go out there and get them pregnant. They will go out there and rape them. They will go out there and molest them. Do you see how dangerous that is? Our society needs to focus our energy and our time on advising the male child. Leave the girl child aside. We don't even need to advise them anymore. Because from babies, we have been advising them till now. The only thing that we have not done is sitting the boys down to advise them. Advising the boys to be good with their education is fine. But what we are talking about is that these days the cases of rape is getting out of hand. Girls, women, children are being raped daily. Why? Because the male child were never taught to keep their virginity. If a male child keep his virginity, nobody will be raped. The society will be at peace. For us to sanitize our society, it is the boys that need advice, not the girls. The worst of it these days is that fathers are now sleeping with their daughters. Fathers are now defiling their own children. A man was defiling his child, his daughter, from the age of 12 till the girl is now 16. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the abominable act and despicable act? Because that man was never taught as a child to keep himself. He was never taught as a child to be responsible. He was never taught as a child to stay off people's pants. He was never taught as a child not to rape anyone. The girls were the one that was taught. They were the one who were taught to keep their body, to be responsible, while the other people are being loose like a lion, going up and down like a wounded lion looking for who to defy. Parents, especially Nigerian parents, please leave your girl child alone, because they are not the one who need this advice now, this time around. It is the boys that need this advice, because it is the boys that are going up and down defiling people. Have you ever heard anywhere a girl defile a man? Have you ever heard anywhere a girl rape a man? Or a girl is raping children? No. Capital no. The people or the ones that are doing this are the boys. Because those boys were never advised when they were small. They were never advised when they were growing up to stay off people's pants, to stay off defiling people. The girls were the one that were advised. The girls were the one that would say, keep yourself, keep your body, don't get pregnant. Can a woman give herself pregnant? Can a girl get herself pregnant? Is it not the male child that is getting the girls pregnant? If the male child is properly advised and raised in the ways of the Lord, nobody will be getting pregnant. Nobody will be defiling children. Nigerian parents, I'm speaking personally to you because your time and your energy is always on the girls. If your boys are well trained, if your boys are responsible, nobody will get anybody's child pregnant. No male child will rape any girl. No male child will defile any infant. Before you people were saying the girls are dressing immoral, the girls are wearing mini skirts. Let me tell you something. Whether a girl is wearing mini or immoral, whatever you call it, no man have the right to defile anybody. I am not encouraging immorality. I am not saying they should go about dressing that way. But I'm telling you that you don't have right to molest or rape anyone, irrespective of the way they dressed. You have no right to do that. Parents have failed in advising their boys. Boys are the ones that need advice in these last days. They are killing people. They are raping people, doing all manner of despicable and ungodly acts on children. If we want our society to be better, it is the boy that needs advice. It is the boys that need to be advised, not the girls. Because right from time when I was a child, they have been advising me up till now. So now, our boys need advice, not the girls. Can you imagine this guy that called himself Naira Marley? Naira Marley came out publicly to say he wants to have sex with mother and daughter. If that boy was properly trained in the way he should go or in the ways of the Lord, would he have exhibit such useless talk? Would he have come out and say such abominable talk? He will not. He will never come out and say such useless talk because he was never raised in the ways he should go. He was never trained in the ways of the Lord. When you don't train your male child in the ways of the Lord, when you don't train them to become responsible and become a blessing to the society, it will be a problem to you. It will be disaster to you. It will be nightmare to you. I know in our society, we treasure boys more than girls. We see boys like something that is more important in the society more than girls. We don't take girls serious. We don't see girls like human beings. So therefore, you don't advise your boys. You allow them to let loose, to go about defiling people's children. They defile adult. Now it's baby. Today, 6-month-old girl is being defiled. 3-month-old baby is being defiled. 1-year-old child will be raped to death. Why? Because the boys were never advised. Because the boys were never told to keep their virginity. Because the boys were never told to keep their body and give it to their wife as a present. Because the boys were never told to be responsible. You give them license to go about doing all manner of nonsense. Enough of this. Enough is enough. The rate of rape case today in our society is too much. People are being raped to death. People are being defiled here and there. The most annoying part of it is when we come and say, they did not rape her, it's just the molest. Who gave you the right to molest somebody's child? No man have the right to molest anybody's child. As for you, Naira Marley, if you are looking for where you will practice mother and daughter, I believe you have a mother. And I also believe you have a sister. They are mother and daughter. Go and exhibit your desire on them. Charity begins at home. Use your family member to do that practice. That thing that is going on in your head that you want to use another person's child, use your own family. You have parents, use that on them. Instead of you to think how to turn away from your demonic and evil ways, you are going about constituting nuisance. It is high time we parents to wake up and train our child in the ways of the Lord, to train them to become a blessing to us, to train them to become useful to the society, to train them to become a role model. Not to allow them to do whatever pleases them, to allow them to be loose. Going up and down looking for who to devour. No, enough of that. Enough of focusing on female children. Enough of focusing on telling female children what and what not to do. Keeping virginity is not for only girls. Boys can keep their virginity till marriage. Boys can give their virginity to their wife as a wedding gift. It's not for only girls. If we want our society to be sanitized, we want our society to be a better place, we need to begin now to sit our boys down, to sit our male children down, to educate them, to advise them in the ways of the Lord, to become responsible, to become reliable, to reflect the character of Christ anywhere they go. We will learn to train our children in the ways of the Lord so that when they grow old, they will never ever depart from it. My dear wonderful friends, thank you all for this awesome topic. God bless you all today. Until next time, keep shining in the Lord and have an awesome day. Bye.